I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on We'll be trying to lead their team to victory. It's Newton's Panthers going up against Dalton's Bengals. For the call, let's send you out to the broadcast booth, where we'll join our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are here on a beautiful afternoon for football. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Carolina Panthers and the Cincinnati Bengals. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he's brought down. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
It should go without saying that anytime you run the football well and gain a nice chunk of yardage, that means the offensive line did their job and did it really well. But let's give them a little more credit than that. Because all week long, offensive line meetings, they're going over adjustments, counters, when line shifts, all those things that go along with it. And yet, you still have to be physical. And that's what they did on the first play.
Zebra. Wide 20. Wide 20.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Second down, Dalton. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he's brought down after a good gain. That one goes for 24 yards. Nice completion there for Andy Dalton. Charles, you worked some of his games when he was at TCU. Now you've worked his games in the NFL. What progression have you seen?
I've seen a guy who took over as a freshman in college and got better and better each year. Always added a little bit more to his game, got stronger. But the best part about him is he's always been accurate.
Fakes the give to Bernard. Dalton rolling to his right. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's brought down. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Dalton gives to Bernard. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the...
Going to bring up a third down. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's third down.
Set 380. 380. 0. Ready. 380.
Dalton now to pass. That's caught at the 3. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Ryan Hewitt from 6 yards away. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. After the touchdown, here's Mike Nugent now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. They'll come out in the pistol. Now a first carry for Jonathan Stewart. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, in that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
Back to throw, Newton. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
All right, say it with me now. There's a lot of different words we come up with. Maybe we go back and forth after that play, getting his toes tapped down to make that catch. Crafty.
Yep. Wiley.
Oh, definitely.
All the veteran names.
You name it. Has every move in the book and continued to get better throughout his career so he can make that type of a catch.
Stays on his feet. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Newton to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
And they pick up a first down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean that's a fullback playing in that spot.
Well, times have changed, right? The old school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college. With all the spread offenses, not very many pro style, where you actually have a true fullback. We're having to make do in the NFL and put guys in that spot who emulate it but aren't necessarily that position.
And how about this wide receiving core, Charles?
Well, I was at the hotel watching a little film, and you popped your head in and said, these receivers are pretty good from what I can tell. You're exactly right. Can't wait to see them do their thing out on the field.
The defensive starters now for Cincinnati.
Adam Jones is a really talented cornerback who's having a career renaissance.
So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Throwing on third down, Newton. And incomplete here on third down. He was trying to get it to his fullback, Mike Tolbert. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good. But when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They will go for it. Now Newton. And this is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. Here's Bernard. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Hit, and Dalton lost the football. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with the football to begin quarter number 2. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Dalton off play action. They'll roll him out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Charles Johnson in there to drop him. And it'll be a loss of about 8. And a play like that, with how far he had to go to make that sack, shows how athletic defensive ends have become in the NFL.
And not just athletic. This is coached in a big way. Run to the football at all times. How about him never giving up on it and pursuing all the way across the field?
Here's Dalton. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Coney Ely. Andy Dalton going to stay on the field. They're going to try and go for it on 4th down. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. So they are going for it. Now Dalton. He's going to let this is caught at the 20. And he is down deep into Carolina territory. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. The end zone now. A dump off now to Hill. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Jeremy Hill, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. And after the touchdown, here's Mike Nugent now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And last year, that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year, he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee. And that's at the 25. And the Panthers coming out now. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And, partner, wanted to ask you while we have a second, the new touchback rule. There hasn't been a whole lot of talk about that, but a touchback now, you start at the 25. How do you think that will impact things in the kickoff game?
I'm intrigued to find out because I know some teams are going to sky kick it and try and pin people behind the 25-yard line. They want them to bring it out. Other teams are just going to kick it out of the end zone and play defense from the 25. And then you have those teams who have those great return guys. Baltimore just signed Devin Hester, right? They signed him Sunday of the 4th.
$4 million deal.
Well, he'll bring it out from anywhere. What about Cordero Patterson in Minnesota? I think he's got the green light to do the exact same thing. This is going to be a fun rule to watch.
Now Stewart on first down. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They'll try the air now with Newton. He's got time. Going for the deep ball. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Adam Jones. And this one will be brought back to the 22. So a minute 56 to play in this first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. They'll begin here with Bernard. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done. So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll give the Bengals a first down. They'll run it here with Bernard, and he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Just 4 yards on the pickup, and now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here.
Hey. You got three. Three down.
Now Bernard. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Now Dalton. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. They'll try on 4th. Here's Dalton. He's going to wind up and air it out. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or do they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. He hits Stewart in the flat, and he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards on the pickup, and they're going to have a third down. Short of the sticks after that completion, and now it's third down for this offense.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Now a play fake here on first down. Finding time. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Well, partner, now that the regular season is here, the fantasy football drafts are in the books, but I envy you, my friend, because you don't do fantasy football, so you don't have to watch an angst and cheer for certain players. You're neutral.
But what I keep hearing from everyone and just observing throughout the season, I'm missing a whole lot of fun because people are locked in and making sure their rosters are set. So now, as we head towards week 1, I know you and the rest of the people who are playing, make sure you've got everything set up so you don't miss it, right? Because otherwise that can ding you each and every week, correct?
Correct. That's why, I don't know, I enjoy your cool, calm, and collective nature without fantasy football, though. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Again, here's Bernard. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But if the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, the linebacker make the stop.
Nothing on that one. It'll be second down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll run here with Bernard. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. So 2 tries from the 2, and they remain at the 2.
And now I'm thinking RPO, what they call run-pass option. Don't just make it a simple running play. Give them a chance. Put it in the hands of your quarterback and see if he can.
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Giovanni Bernard taking it in from a yard out. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point coming now for Nugent. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And now following the timeout, we'll see if the offense tries to change things up.
Hey, set, wide, zero.
They'll try the sneak, and he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches, and the 2-point attempt is turned aside. This one taken from the 7. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word against symptomatic?
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Michael Johnson in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Here's Newton now on second down. Caught left side by Funchess. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be a gain of 11, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy. And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way. Looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick.
Well, Brandon, this is a former first-round pick, and he's been a bit of a disappointment in his career up till now, but he's still got room to grow, and this is an excellent play right here to come away with the football.
Zebra! 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 Dagger! Dagger!
Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. And a little aside here, a good note of sportsmanship around the league that you and I were talking about off the air earlier. Cliff Averill reaching out to Tony Romo to wish him well, and Tony Romo replied in a text and said, hey, you take care of the NFC West and we'll see you in the playoffs.
They still know how to have fun, don't they? At the heart of it, they're guys playing a game and enjoying themselves. That's a nice little deal.
It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
So they are going for it. Now Dalton. And that's complete to LaFell. Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Brandon LaFell, 64 yards. And the Bengals add on to their lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
And they will line up now for the 2-point try. They'll try and sneak it. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. After the touchdown, here's Mike Nugent now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee. And that's at the 25. Carolina getting set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Geno Atkins breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. And the offense moving quickly to the line. And they're going to go soft on the corners. To throw on second down is Newton. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
3rd and long, it's Newton. He's going to go up top again. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And Cam Newton's not coming off the field. He'll keep the offense out to go for it on fourth. Throwing is Newton. He's got him in. Complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. Back now in Cincinnati. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. So the offense has it 1st and 10. One receiver left, 3 to the right. Now Newton on 1st down. He's going to take another shot here. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Forced out to his left, and there's a flag on the play. Well, there's one you don't see often, the illegal forward pass.
And the reason we don't see it very often is the quarterback has to be totally beyond the line of scrimmage for the flag to come out. If any part of the quarterback is behind the line of scrimmage when he throws the ball, then it's not an illegal forward pass.
Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Brown, the lone receiver, left. Desperation time. Newton, 4th down. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the Alabama.
Left field, call it Babe Ruth ball.